Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hartzler here for Hartzler University, and I want to show you how to design this particular paperclip. So you can see it on your screen, looks neat. It's actually not three-dimensional yet. All of this is still just a 2D sketch, but I'm going to show you how to do this, then make it three-dimensional using the sweep tool. It's pretty neat. It's pretty exciting. Let's start it. So I'm on part 4. I'm going to actually choose the XY plane. I am then going to start with lines, and I'm going to start at my origin, usually the easiest place to start, and I'm going to go straight up, and I need it to be 1.375 tall. Press enter. Boom, there it is. How exciting is that? Now I'm going to do a couple of placeholders, so I'm actually just going to go straight over to my right, 0.377, and press enter. From there, I am going to press escape, and I'm going to put a circle right on the end of that. So I'm going to put a circle, start in the center of that, come over to this edge and click. Awesome. I'm not going to press escape. I'm done doing circles, and I'm actually even going to right click on that line and delete it. I don't need it anymore. Get it out of my way. Now I'm going to start with my line again, and I'm going to click on the edge of the circle. Make sure it's on the edge of it and everything's all lined up. You'll see those little dots going through the middle of the circle. Good. Means it's lined up. Click, and then I'm going to come down. Make sure it's a straight one down. Right. There we go. And it needs to be 2.1252 and an eighth. Press enter. There it is. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come over, and this is to place my next circle. And this is going to be 0.313. Press enter. Great. Press escape. So now I've come up, around, and down. Come over a little bit too. So now I need to put another circle there. Click on my circle. Click on the edge of that line. It turns to like a greenish dot. And then come over to this edge. Turns to like a greenish dot again. Click. Sweet. Press escape. You're done doing that circle. Right click on that little line. You don't need it anymore. Nope. Not that one. Undo. Oh no, that was just my dimension. I'll just slide it out of the way. There we go. Thanks, fella. Now I'm going to right click on that little line and delete it. Oh, I guess it still disappears. There we go. Now I'll delete that little line. Awesome. Now I'm going to go back to my line tool, pick it up on this edge, and come straight up. How far up, you might ask? Well, 1.75. Press enter. Cool. I'm going to come over to the right again. Just a smidge. This one's going to be 0.25. Press escape. You're done doing lines. Press circle, though. You're doing circles. And go from the edge of that right there at that green dot over to this edge at that green dot. And then press escape. Let's go over and do the line tool again. Over on the right side of it. It'll kind of auto fit to that, right? You can see the dotted lines kind of lining up. Click on that and come straight down. There we go. And it's going to come down 1.25. Enter. Press escape. You're done doing stuff. Okay, you're done doing stuff. Now we got to clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to go up in the top. I'm going to hit my trim button. It's going to trim out all the gobbledygook I don't want. I don't want this little chunk. I'll zoom in a little. I don't want this chunk here. Cool. I don't want this chunk here. I don't want this line. I don't want this curve. Or this curve. Or this curve. And I'm going to scroll out and come down. Right, I'm cutting away all of the stuff that's not a paperclip, and that's this. Boop. Gone. So now you'll see I come up and around, down, over, whoop, done. Cool. I'm going to press escape. I'm going to finish this sketch. All right, now just so you know, I am a little bit concerned because it didn't form a dot for me right here. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to click New Sketch. And I actually want it to be on this plane right here. If it doesn't show up for you like this, another way of doing it is to open up the Origin folder. So I hit that arrow next to it. I come down to the XZ plane. I right-click, and I hit New Sketch. Now I'm looking straight down on my paperclip. Hard to see, right? But I'm looking straight down on it. I'm going to go back to my top view. I'm going to click circle. I'm going to zoom in a smidge. You remember how we started at the origin? Well, I'm going to go to the origin here. I'm going to come out 0.1. Hit my enter button. Whew, looks big, but let's finish the sketch and see what it looks like. Okay, it looks reasonable now, doesn't it? So now I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm going to hit sweep. If I just hover over it, it'll tell me what it is. If I keep hovering longer, it'll kind of show me an example. So I'm going to click on it. Wants me to pick my profile. That's this circle. Then I'm going to click path, and I'm going to choose my path. It picks all of that, and oh man, it's not letting me pick the rest of this. Dang. You can see though, kind of looks like a paperclip. I'm going to press cancel, and I'm going to inspect in this. I'm going to take a peek at it. That was sketch 1, and it quit continuing around this curve. So I'm going to zoom in right here. Oh, down a little. Oh, I'm going to keep zooming. This is where a mouse comes in super handy. Look at that. One of these is not like the other. I don't need both of those. I need to cut one. So I'm going to hit trim. And I don't know, we'll take a guess. I'll pick the inside one. And then I'm going to hit finish sketch. Let's see if that fixed my problem. So now let's try and sweep it. Click my profile. Then click path. And ooh, look at that. The whole thing lights up. Awesome. Click on that whole thing and hit OK. And oh, there it is, folks. You just designed your own paperclip. How neat is that? So again, you saw how I had a little issue in there, right? I had to go in and I had to fix it. So let's say I need to go in and make some tweaks to this. I'm going to hit the drop down arrow to the to the left of sweep. And then I can still see each of those independent sketches. So I can make this thinner or thicker to an extent. It won't let me make it super thick because then it'll start interfering with itself. But I do that by right-clicking and editing my sketch. And then I can tweak this a little bit if I made some errors. Finish that sketch, and it'll go right back to this. Awesome, folks. That's how you make a paperclip on Autodesk Inventor. This is 2018, but it could be any of them. They're all pretty much the same when it comes to this stuff. I hope all of you have a phenomenal day and keep building stuff and designing stuff carefully and with enthusiasm. Have a great day, everybody.